What is happening, everyone? Brian Mello here again over at Martys Buick GMC, and today we're going to take a look at this 2021 GMC Yukon Denali in Hunter metallic paint with jet black leather interior. As with most of my videos, we're going to start off with the key fob. You can see you've got your lock, your unlock, your remote start, lift and lower the lift gate, and your panic button. Business as usual. First things first, I'm going to fire this thing up really quickly. And you're going to notice you're going to get some LED flicker. That's actually not flickering. I always like to address it in the videos because a lot of people think something's wrong with the vehicle. LED lights actually flicker at a really high rate of speed the human eye does not detect. However, things like this camera here happen to do so. So that's what you're seeing. I'm going to shut that down. And let's dive right into this thing. So you do have the LED headlights with the LED day running lights that you just saw. You got that big, bold Denali grille that we're all so familiar with now and known to love. You've got LED fog lights down low with that chrome surround. You've also got your front parking sensors. Hopefully you can see those, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you've got the chrome running along the lower valance of the bumper as well. You may also see, if we dive in close right underneath the GMC logo, you can see the front camera for your HD surround vision camera system. And once we get inside, I'll show you how that works. I do wish the sun had come out because this Hunter metallic paint job is absolutely beautiful. It's kind of like a dark green gray color, similar to like the old satin steel or the old dark shadow gray, I guess. Down low, you can see we've got 20-inch blacked out Denali wheels, and those are on 275/50 Bridgestone tires. So nice tire, really, really quiet drive, and should be plenty confident in inclement weather like snow, sleet, and things like that. That should be coming here soon if you're like me in the New England area. You've got your GMC badging, just like the trucks up on the fender. You've got your Denali badging sitting low on the door. And of course, you've got that chrome trim that runs along the lower door and around your windows. Your side mirrors do have turn signals integrated into them. You'll also notice yet another camera here for your HD surround vision camera system. Once again, I'll go over how that all works once we get inside. Now, I know the lighting is probably a little tough. I am recording this in 4K, so feel free to pause it and try and take a look at that window sticker, but I will highlight, you can see the standard vehicle price here, $71,400. And then with all these added features, you can see, let me get that in, the Denali Premium Package, which gives you the assist steps, the roof, the adaptive cruise, et cetera, 22-inch multi-spoke black wheels. All these things added up bring you to $80,710. You can actually get a view at the Denali Premium Package there now that it focused in. So if you want to pause it, go ahead and do so. You do get 19 miles per gallon highway, 14 city. It's a 16 combined. This does have the 6.2-liter V8 underneath the hood paired up with the 10-speed automatic transmission. And I'm going to try and back up and not fall down and give you a nice side profile. There we go. I'm climbing a hill here. Nice side profile of the truck. You can see I love this body line that runs down the entire length, just like the pickups. Now going around the back of the new Denali, you can see you do now have quad exit exhaust. You can see your trailer tow package is all set up and hidden underneath that cover there. Denali badging in the bottom right, Yukon in the bottom left. Completely redesigned taillights. This little, I don't even know what you want to call it. It's almost like a little wing that goes over the rear window. You do have your LED third brake light, and your wiper is hidden underneath there as well, which is nice that they hide it. So snow, sleet, ice doesn't jam that thing all up so that it doesn't work on you when you need it. You do have rear parking sensors right there in the rear bumper, and you also have, what do we have? Yet another camera for our HD surround vision camera system. Now I'm going to use the button here just to pop this back open. Looks like I might just make it before the rain. It's now starting. Plenty of cargo room in the back. Of course, over on the right side, you do have your controls, so you can easily flatten the back seats if you need even more storage space, which, as you can see, gives you plenty of space. Now, you can also drop the captain's chairs. However, just to note, if you do drop those down, you have to manually bring them back up. They won't power up because they fold completely over. You've also got a full AC outlet back here. This is great if you're doing any tailgating or you're going to maybe a kid's sports practice and you want to be sitting in the back so you can hang out, have a cooler, maybe you got a grill hooked up, whatever the case may be. That plug is extremely convenient. You've also got tie-down hooks in the back, so if you need to hide your cargo, you can see like this rail, you put in the rail, and you can hide that with a net. So maybe Christmas shopping, you don't want the world to see what's back here, you can do that nice and easy. Now I'm just going to give one tap here on the back, and that's going to lower the lift gate down. Hopefully the wind noise isn't too terrible. It is blowing pretty well right now. It is keyless entry. If you saw, I just had to hit that button in order to gain access. Big panoramic moonroof. Happy they finally added that. I'll give you a peek at the door. You can see we've got the open pore wood grain trim and then the aluminum surround. We've got Bose audio, which you can see there. Now the captain's chairs back here are also heated, which is nice. The people up front are the only ones that get spoiled. And you can see those controls right here. So you have your heated seat controls, rear climate controls, and then you have 2 USB-C ports and a full power outlet. Way down there, not sure if you can see that or not, but trust me, it's there. You've also got the pockets on the back of both seats in front of you for even more storage. And you will notice I have no floor mats. They're in the back still all wrapped up. We usually don't put the floor mats in until customer takes delivery just to try and keep them as nice as possible. You can see you've also got the Denali badging on the door sill. But let's hop up front because I'm sure that's what everyone really wants to see anyway. After I give you one more look here at your power steps, you can see those steps drop nice and low now. They used to not drop low enough. And there's also an LED strip that runs the entire length of the step. So if you're getting in and out in the dark, it makes life a little bit easier. I'm going to step back here so you can see the entire door. Looks like our delivery guy, whoever brought this thing, got a little dirty. She's got to go to cleanup. Once again, open pore wood with the aluminum trim. You can see the Bose audio there. All your seating controls. We've got Denali right here in the seat. Let's hop inside. Now, I always warn everyone, I do go through this kind of quickly. So at the end, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, I'm going to pull the plastic off the screen there. All right, feel free to drop a comment down below and I'll be happy to answer any of those questions for you. With that said, let's get right into this thing. So, starting on the right side of this Denali, you can see we've got our memory seat buttons, we've got our power windows, power mirrors, power door locks. I always want to reiterate too, this button right here is going to fold your mirror in. These are expensive mirrors. You've got marker indicators built in, you got cameras built in. If you're going to be parked on the city street somewhere and you're a little concerned that someone might hit it, fold those mirrors in. Trust me, it's worth the extra step. Right, going over to the dash, we've got our power parking brake, lane departure warning, parking sensors on or off, traction control, hill descent control. This button right here will turn on or off the auto start and stop feature. So like if you come up to a red light or a stop sign, vehicle automatically shuts down. If you want to disable that, you can do so with this button. This button here will turn on or off your power outlets. So like the one that I showed you all the way in the back, as well as the one on the second row and up front. Down here we have our mode selector. Let's say if you're really feeling froggy, you can put this thing in sport mode, off-road, depending on what your needs are. Beside that is the headlight controls and your gauge cluster brightness. Up here is your 15-inch heads-up display. Now I'm going to crank this thing up and hopefully you'll be able to see it. I know recording a heads-up display is kind of tricky. Looks like we're getting a decent view. So this is a 15-inch, it's very deceiving in video, 15-inch heads-up display right there in front of you, so you can actually run your navigation or your speed or your radio, whatever you want. That's departure angles or approach angles right there in front of you, so you don't have to keep looking over at your GMC Intellilink system, which is very, very convenient. Going on the steering wheel, we've got our heated steering wheel, forward collision alert. We've got our cruise controls here on the left. Over on the right, we've got our Bluetooth hands-free controls. And then this little guy right here, if I start scrolling through, you're going to see I'm going through. We got some tire pressure, brake pad life, timers, follow distance, all this good stuff right here. And I'm just scrolling through. You can also go left or right, and that's going to take you to different pages. So your home page, your media, your navigation, phone, etc. And this is all customizable to you. Most people leave it on this home screen right here. Volume controls are on the back of the steering wheel. So if your hand is right here, volume controls, top and bottom, really easy to access. We've got our gear selector. No more column shifters. So if I wanted to drive, put my foot on the brake, I'm in drive. We're done. I'm going to go back to park. That brings us over to our 10.2-inch full-color GMC MyLink system, or GMC Intellilink system. Oh, can you tell I do a lot of Chevys too? Chevy MyLink, GMC Intellilink. It's all pretty much the same system. You have your AM, FM, XM satellite radio, Apple CarPlay, you have Android Auto, you have 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot, you've got navigation. You can access your My GMC, or if you're in a Chevy, it's going to be a My Chevrolet app. It goes into your whole account. You can do your climate control system now through the touchscreen. I'll also give you a look. So if we go into our camera, you can see the HD surround vision camera system. And these yellow dots correspond with the view that we're looking at. So you can see here, we have the overhead view on, and we're also looking at the front view. You can see that yellow dot. So if I tap it again, now I'm looking at the rear. I can go here, it's a zoomed in overhead rear, zoomed in 3D overhead front. We've got the curb hunter cameras, as I like to call them. So if I was pulling up close to the curb, I would be able to see so that I don't curb my beautiful 20-inch black wheels. They're expensive, I don't want to do that. There's your tow hitch cam, so if you had your hitch on, it would be right here. You line it up nice and easy. And then this is the pass-through camera. So if you had a trailer, you'd actually be able to see through the trailer. I know it sounds a little crazy, but it works. I'm going to get out of there and go over and give you a quick look at your navigation, how that looks. Nice, clean view. Very, very easy to use, super intuitive. Some of these navigation systems in vehicles are terrible, so make sure that you use the navigation system on your test drive and experience it for yourself. You can add favorites, you can set your home. So, you know, right here, if I was going home, I was somewhere, I just have to hit home, it's going to navigate me and take me, and off we go. Really, really good system. Alternatively, if you're a Waze person, you can use Waze through Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, which is awesome. That's usually what I do. Here's a look at what your audio setup looks like. You can go in here if you're a serious user and go through all your different channels. Obviously, Bose audio sounds really, really good in here, so if you're a fan of having a nice audio system, congratulations, you're going to enjoy this thing. Below the Intellilink system is your climate controls. Once again, I know you can use the touchscreen, but if you're anything like me, I actually appreciate just being able to twist a knob and get the temperature that I want and access everything without having to go through different menus. Below that, you've got our heated and air-conditioned seats. You can see you've got your rear climate settings. And then, once again, this is real open pore wood with black leather interior, gray stitching, and aluminum surround. Looks awesome in here. Give us access to our cup holders. And this one right here gives us access to our wireless charging dock. So if you can see down there, all you'd have to do is drop your phone. I'd show you, but I'm filming on it right now. You set your phone down, it's going to charge wirelessly for you, and it's going to automatically use Apple CarPlay, completely wireless, which is awesome. No more wires. We're all tired of them. You've got a full power outlet here, a USB and a USB-C, so if you do choose to plug in, you can do that. However, why would you? Just drop it, charged, and you're good. You can hear that rain starting to come in. I think I just beat it. Big console, once again, black leather, gray stitching. They got the cross stitching here. Just brings up that luxury look. It brings up that luxury feel. These are things that you would expect in a higher end vehicle. You've got another little placeholder. This actually used to be where the charging dock was, but you'd set the phone down, hit the brakes too hard, and off the phone would go. So I'm glad they moved that. Once again, black aluminum trim. Looks really good in here. Give you a look at your door panel. Once again, don't want to keep repeating myself, but you get the black, gray, stitching. You've got that open pore wood grain with the aluminum trim, and you've got the Denali embossed right here on the seat. Really, really nice looking vehicle. I'm also really happy that they changed the interior so the Denali actually is different than the standard Yukon. Now looking up top, pretty much the last thing we have to go over is inside. Now you do have LED interior lighting. You do have the ability to fold the seats from up here. Open up the hatch from here, and you're probably seeing this beautiful HD rear view mirror. Now, this is what we're all used to trying to look at, right? You can see behind you using that. Well, I don't know about you, but I think that's a heck of a lot better. It's a lot clearer, no obstructions in your way. You can adjust this to your liking. I like it cranked all the way up, and I like it as wide as possible, so I have the biggest field of view. So really great safety feature there. You know, you got kids running around the back seat. Maybe there's luggage in the back. You can't see out the rear. Now you can, and this stays on all the time, not just when you're in reverse or just for a few seconds while you're in drive. Now, I didn't mention it because it's pouring out and I'm a little mad I can't open it, but you do have your big panoramic glass roof now, and it does slide and open, but, well, I want to keep the rain outside, so we're gonna not open that. And that, my friends, is sort of the quick rundown of this 2021 GMC Yukon Denali. Now, I know some of you have probably seen the videos on the dealership page, but I thought, hey, I have too many Denali videos, right? Why not just add another one? I know it's raining out too, but I want to give you just one more quick peek at this thing with the headlights on. If this video helped you at all, please like, follow, subscribe, help support this channel. I really do appreciate it. Thank you all so much for watching. It's nice the LEDs are staying on perfect right now. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks again. I'm out of here.